So usually I don't like Mercedes at all. I don't know why. It's just my personal opinion on the brand Mercedes. But S-Class, it's always something different. It's such a smooth and nice ride. Yes, it's a high dollar car, and you're paying a lot by owning this car. Even you lease it or you finance it, you're paying that depreciation value. The one is going super fast. That's why your payment, it's going to be huge. There is no 500 payment on an S-Class. Unfortunately, you have to pay between, I would say, 1800 all the way to 3000 if you put in less down payment. But most of the time in Los Angeles, you can see that people using it for Uber Black, if it's a black on black like this car. And some of the people, for example, I have a friend who has a white Mercedes S-Class S580, and he's saying he's driving it like about a year right now, and he's still regretting what he returned his previous body and switch it for this one. I don't know if that's just his own opinion, or maybe a lot of people thinking the same way. But what he's saying, S-Class right now, it doesn't look like S-Class anymore. It looks like more E-Class or something. There is no such a thing like a Prestige, because he, again, from his words, he's saying the previous body was much better and looking car, especially the inside and this huge entertainment screen. It's kind of, and especially not only on S-Class only. There is an E-Class, C-Class. They all doing the same exact screen, unless you buying something more expensive, where you're gonna get two screens, or you buying E-Class. I mean ES-Class, so EQS or EQ, whatever it is right now on the market, those electric cars with huge displays. And the S-Class, the one used to be on the top of all the other models, it looks like right now it's not on the top anymore, unfortunately. So 580 2024 S580 IMG package. So it was sold at auction 122, 120, 118, 115, 176 in the beginning of this year. So not so many sold, but looks like somebody bought it in Palm Beach. Maybe it was special edition, or maybe some other options. MMR cannot see it, but 176 is kind of too much. So we got 130,000 MSRP S580. That's a V8 4.0 engine, and it has IMG package. And to be honest with you, IMG package on those small rims kind of look weird. I think S-Class supposed to have much bigger rims, but look how beautiful this car is. And I like the way it looks outside. I just don't like the way they set entertainment and all the dashboard, that mid screen, and the way it's all working, the way you have to adjust it. And I just don't like it. I mean, the older style probably much better. And look what we got here. These buttons coming from 2000s, they still doing the same buttons for the trunk. No wonder why. What's the metal sound? When it's closing, something is hanging. Ah, okay, that's the plate. I got it. That's the plate because it has a metal frame. So that's insanely beautiful and comfortable car, especially if you're sitting on the back. Wow. Let's jump inside. We got what do we got? We got a lot of space for the legs. We got windows and this beautiful blue color inner light. What do you think about S-Class? I think that's an amazing car. But for sure, what I don't like about this car, depreciation. Again, it's 130,000 right now, 120 at the auction with like a little bit miles on it, 1,000 miles or 100 miles. But later on, it's gonna go down on the price so much. So if you're gonna buy it right now and pay high. I would say top dollar for the payment, or if you're gonna finance it, you're gonna pay even more in the next couple years. It's gonna depreciate a lot, and you're not gonna be able to get your payment back. That's the only thing used car dealers concerning. For example, if I want to buy this car for myself, I wouldn't buy it. Definitely I wouldn't. I would wait a couple more years until the price gonna go down, so I can buy it for resale, or I can buy it for myself, drive it, but not for the crazy top dollar. So the switches on the doors, again, they're working perfectly right now because it's a brand new car, but in a couple years it's all gonna be done. So what I'm saying, I believe the all new cars, they are making it for maybe 3-5 years, so you can enjoy it during the car is under warranty, and after that all that touch screen, touchpad, and on and on and on, gonna start giving the problems little by little. Maybe not everything same time, but definitely this screen is gonna fall apart in the next 5 years. That's my prediction for the S classes. What about the quality? The quality of the seats. I mean, nobody pay attention anymore on the stitches if something is hanging or sticking out. Even the steering wheel has a lot of stitches coming out, and it's not comfortable. It's not like when you feel in that stitches coming out on the steering wheel on the $130,000 car, you feeling like something is not right. But definitely all the sensors, all the features on this S Class, it's just something else. Look how many sensors this windshield's got. Line keeper, camera, uh, rain sensor, and also the rear window got some other cameras and some other sensors. What is this one for? I think that's for the crossing traffic. So V8, 496 horsepower. It's such a powerful engine that's more than enough for this huge S-Class Mercedes. And look what I found right now. Look at the Mercedes emblem. It's like in the 90s. They used to do the same thing, and that's what they're doing right now. That's kind of cool if this emblem from 90s gonna fit this 2025, 24 Mercedes S-Class. So 4.8, 496 horsepower engine, it's kind of more than enough for the S-Class. I'm not sure how long they're gonna last for, but I think they're gonna last, especially right now. Most of the Mercedes is gonna be assembled in China, and they hoping they're not gonna lose that. All right, let's start it up. This beautiful V8 engine, everything lights up, and that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying I don't like the way this screen works. It's like a mirror, like a 3D screen. Honestly, it's not comfortable to look at this all the time while you're driving it. What I got as an options? I got options as a classic. I can do exclusive. Wow. Sport. Definitely S-Class and sport, something not related. Look at those lights. I cannot see it, but the camera can. What is that? Is it like the camera's taking a picture of you like iPhone? Or what is that? No, let's go back to that. Let's go back to classic view. Yeah, that's much better, but still, like, it's a 3D. 28 miles only on this beautiful S-Class. Why nowadays all the cars not simple, not the touchpad. I just want a car to drive. I don't want to have an iPad, the one I have to spend time and do more research on that, maybe online. Look at these buttons. They seems to be normal, but like I'm saying, They all made for several years to hold, and after that it's all gonna start falling apart. That's all Mercedeses are. Let's check it out. Actually, this one is moving, the door handle, it's moving, but nobody gonna do that. What about this plastic? Yeah, it's holding good actually, not that bad. Something I cannot see so impressive for myself. So Mercedes, to be honest with you, it's such a it's such a high technology car right now, and there is a lot of things you have to not only pay attention, you have to take your time and go over it. So I believe, like for me, for example, if I want to keep this car for myself, at least I want to enjoy it and drive it around, I have to spend some time by sitting inside and adjusting all the things. But what I really don't like about S-Class, about the new one, that's the cluster. I mean, yeah, it's like a mirror 3D whatever map they doing, but the more I'm paying attention on the cluster, the more I'm driving by paying attention on that, I'm feeling like I'm tired. You know, it's kind of hard to pay attention on the map all the time. It's not blurry, but it's like it's a 3D, and I'm not honestly so comfortable by looking at that all the time. You don't have to, but again, look at the steering wheel. Look how many options we got. Not only here, not only paddle shifting, but these buttons, you know, and this one, and all the other one. It's just so complicated. So new cars, insanely high technology nowadays. There is nothing to do with that. You just have to learn it, take some time, adjust yourself, and get to the new reality. And to be honest with you, I like the previous S-Class much better. Maybe because this one, it's such a high price right now. And again, to buy it, you need to have a good credit history, that's for sure. And the high payment you paying on the high MSRP car, the one is gonna depreciate pretty much soon. In a couple of years, this car gonna go down to 50, 60,000, gonna be more affordable. Nah, they kind of losing it with this screen. S-Class, not the S-Class. It's like more E-Class, kind of smallish, kind of high-end technology Mercedes. We'll see what's gonna happen in the next couple of years, what kind of new Mercedes is gonna be on the market with all that stuff. So when I'm talking about the quality for the newer cars, I'm not only talking about the interior quality, I'm talking about everything all around. Even the paint on the S-Class on the body, it looks like orange peels, but it's actually not. So I think the whole technology for the paint job on the newer cars, they changed that for something else, and it's not smooth anymore. It looks like it's been repainted, but it's actually not. I mean, for me, it feels like it's orange peels. It's not super smooth. It looks like, and it feels like it's been repainted, but it's not. It's a factory paint job on a S-Class for 130,000, and it doesn't look the same anymore because the ceramic clear, the one they used to do it before, they not applying for this car, looks like. Maybe I'm wrong, but I have no idea about newer technology for the S-Class, the way they do in the paint job, but definitely for the previous body, they've been using ceramic coating. What is this one? Headrest, right? But look at those funny pillows. And it's actually feeling funny when you're driving it, but at the same time, it looks so funny. Why they attach it right there? What is that? Mercedes, what is this? Interesting. Interesting part of the new Mercedes S-Class. Those funny pillows attached to the headrest. Optional, so you can at least take it and wash it and bring it back. Why you cannot do the headrests so comfortable from the beginning so you don't have to put those pillows on the top of your headrests? That's the question for the Mercedes. Let's go on a quality check. Quality check. The door cover, the door panel doesn't look like it's gonna hold for the long period of time. But again, who cares when you buy a new Mercedes? Who cares about this plastic? But we're gonna get illumination. Look, I'm moving this plastic and it shows me red flag. So it's telling me, don't do that. Don't do that. On the back of the seat, there is a lot of cool stuff. Besides the cup holders, we got some pocket, we got some access to the trunk area. In case you're doing skiing, you can put your skis right there. What else we got? Yeah, we can do the child seat in the mid. Yeah, I have to use the button to put it back on. Panoramic roof, as always on the Mercedes, looks great. And this LED lights, yay, light up so well. I mean, even though maybe it's not the top of the line for the S-Class, but it still feels so good, as always. So definitely the best place to be in the S-Class, it's on the back seat. You just gonna love your life if you're sitting right here. I don't know. I never felt this way before. I hope one day I can enjoy my life by sitting on the back seat and somebody else gonna drive it for me the way I want it, and he's gonna take me the place I wanna be. Without thinking about maintenance, without thinking about payments and all that kind of stuff. And after 3 years, you're not gonna think about depreciation. You're not gonna think about how much money you're losing by owning this car for the period of time. I think that's the dream life everybody wants to achieve. And I'm the one of them. Why not? You have to think about something positive. You have to push yourself to the limits. And every time I'm driving that kind of cars, I'm not owning yet. And I'm thinking about maybe I should buy one later on in a couple of years to flip it. No, I want to buy it brand new. I want to enjoy my life. And I want to take that hit of depreciation. That's the best thing you can feel by sitting inside of the S-Class. I don't want to be a driver. I don't want to drive myself somewhere. I want to be passenger in this beautiful S-Class, the one I own it, or the one I'm going to own for a period of time and lose money when I'm going to return it as a lease. What's your opinion about S-Class? Let me know in the comments below. You think it's a waste of money, or you think that's the way you should live your life?